One of the best smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Throwing to get things started is Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. They put Kelsey in motion. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd and 5. Mahomes now to throw again. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Passing right side, and Chase has it. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Third and short. Here's Patrick. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Marlon Humphrey, the man there to break that one up.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Here's Steven Sims to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. Now the first carry for King Henry. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a designed run. He's going nowhere. It'll lose yardage on that play.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on designed quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, and they would continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He times it perfectly, nobody accounts for him, and he comes away with the sack.
This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to get going with their second possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead. See if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. To the middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. Here's 2nd and 6. They put Kelsey in motion. On 2nd down, Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. It's 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm.
That one taken in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, KC.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 10-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here's Sim. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. To throw is Burrow. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Burrow to throw. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. Here's a 2nd and 9. Burrow now. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep...
That is going to be intercepted by Trent McDuffie. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Chiefs. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go. And the defense knows it too. But it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you drop on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Hardy now with the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with 1st down. Burrow. That's caught. It's the tight end, Andrews. The Ravens offense going to take over just before the half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now, Burrow. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Chiefs offense going to get it one final time in this first half. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Burrow working in the pistol. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
In motion, it's Jefferson. Burrow here on 2nd down. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
It finally seems that this offense has found their rhythm after what's been a really slow first 2 quarters. They're hopeful that this series can be the spark. They continue to be efficient in the passing game and go finish this drive.
In motion comes Andrews. On 1st down, Burrow. He's got it at the 3. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Over the top, he's got it. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Baltimore.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, it's the rookie Xavier Worthy. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Their lead is 10. They go back to work trying to add to it. It begins with first down. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Roquan Smith, the one who gets in there and takes him down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Mahomes now on second down. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It is 3rd and 10. They put Kelce in motion. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. That's caught. Travis Kelce. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Kelce. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he will get into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here's Sims. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll start out first down and 10. To throw is Burrow. There's Jefferson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
On first and 10, Burrow. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal. Here's Burrow. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
Here we go. One final play. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short. Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens back within 10 It's now 24-14. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They put it all together against a very difficult opponent. There are not too many people who are giving them much of a shot coming in. But they rode the energy of this home crowd, got some big plays on both sides of the ball. They're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.